Hey everyone, this is Tell True Sports Radio. I'm your host, Ron Fitch. I am it is late. Both games, all three games are done. I'm gonna call this show Two Choke Jobs and a Beatdown. So let's go with the first choke job. That is by the Lakers against the Nuggets. And the Lakers are up 19. And I said this a couple of shows ago. If you go up 19 and blow the lead against the Nuggets, you get beat. You can get away with that against New Orleans, but you do that against the Nuggets, you're going to get beat. And they did that against the Nuggets. And once the lead got cut to 10 to start the fourth quarter, I knew the Nuggets were going to win. Everybody know. The Lakers know it. The fans, both fans know that somehow, somewhere they're going to lose. And they did. They just kept chopping away. Murray was fantastic in the fourth quarter, scoring layup after 20-foot step backs. And the last sequence tells you all you need to know. After Porter ties the game up, D'Angelo actually makes a layup. Uh, Jamal Murray gets fouled, makes both free throws. LeBron drives to the lane like he's supposed to for a layup with 47 seconds left. Then Murray hits a step back. Two, you better score. If you're a Lakers, 30 seconds got the ball, you better score because Murray's scoring. So the best case scenario is score, keep Murray from taking a three, make him take a two, go to overtime. And LeBron James took a 25-foot three-pointer which he missed. He shouldn't have. You drive to the basket. Worst case scenario, you dish it out to Reeves, you dish it out to AD, or you let AD take one of those mid-range shots. You want to. That's not your strong. You have hit 3-point shots. At the end of the game, you're not that type of guy to always make. Sometimes you will, but you can't have sometimes you will when you're playing Denver. You got to do what you do best. Let's drive. If Denver takes it away, you kick that ball out and you let one of the other better shooters finish the game. And actually, Russell actually had a good game. But Murray hits the game-winning shot. As usual, they're up 2-0. Series is over. So Denver will be moving on to the conference semifinals. I know it's only 2-0, but it's over. I do believe LA will get a game. Even if LA gets both games, the series is still over because they'll go to Denver, either lose in game 6 or 7. I don't think LA is going to do all that. That's asking a lot. But I don't think they're going to get swept this time. I think they're going to battle. Denver's going to kind of let up a little. They're probably sick and tired of beating LA. And they'll probably let up a little bit, just enough for LA to get a game 3. And they'll have some heroic effort by somebody on LA. And then game 4, Murray will probably have about 40 points, and they'll beat LA, and then they'll finish them in Denver. But if LA is able to get both, then Denver will probably finish them at 6. I mean, it's all according to how Denver plays now because they've gotten everything they wanted. The only problem going forward with Denver is they started out slow against LA. You own LA, the Lakers. Now, if you get to the conference finals against the Clippers, Kawhi Leonard's not Malone's daddy. I don't, now listen, I have not a lot of respect for the Clipper organization, but this Clipper team has a chance. Um, I would lean toward Denver and Boston, but we'll see because Boston, you never know. But Denver could beat everybody in the West besides the Clippers. I'm not sure about that. If Kawhi's healthy, if Kawhi's not healthy, Denver will beat them, and they'll still be tough, but it'll be really difficult. Denver's got to play. You can't just assume that you could just start out slow, get down. You get down 19 against the Clippers, you're getting beat. So they'll have to kind of clean that up when they move on to the next series. You could kind of get away. I think the Lakers could have been up 35 points. Denver would have came back and beat them. That's where they're at right now. And it was never that like this. The Denver franchise never beat the Lakers, even going back to the David Thompson era. So Malone owns LeBron. He doesn't own the franchise. But LeBron shouldn't have took that shot. He's got to go to the basket. I mean, shot clock's going down. You got to take it, but you got to have a better organized shot than that. You got to have your best play of the year to score. And then he was on such a roll, he's going to tie the game anyway up. but said you missed, and he finished you. And that's what's supposed to happen. Now, what surprised me, that didn't surprise me. LA could have, like I said, LA could have been up 30. And if Denver's coming back, I'm expecting Denver to win. I expect that now against the Lakers. Not, you can't do that against the Timberwolves. You can't do that against the Clippers. So they would have to clean that up to do that. But that should be enough to get them to the next round. So I'm gonna kind of mentally prepare for Denver and who their opponent will be. We'll see what the Suns will do in the next game. But I'm assuming I'm moving Denver on to the next round. And then the Lakers in the offseason, what they have to do in the offseason is they either have to get Paul George or they have to get Mitchell, which will be hard because Cleveland's going to be doing well. You take Paul George from the Clippers, and you let Paul George, um, whoever you can keep between Reeves and Russell, you and AD, and then let LeBron be, because he'd be older. Let him be the facilitator, defensive player, use his IQ, and then let the other players get better. But you need a superstar. I want the ball in Paul George's hands. If they have Paul George tonight, now you go to Paul George. LeBron, you get the ball, you drive. If you can't drive, George will hit that tough shot. So they need one of those guys to finish. Keep the same core, run it back one more year. And then after that, then whatever you do, whatever you do, whatever you do, but run it back one more year and be patient, and then go and hope you're healthy. Go get one more star to plug into AD. And then going forward, George AD could kind of, when LeBron retires and moves on, now you could kind of, next couple of years, you got a chance. But that's what I would do. Now I'm going to talk about the Knick game after the break. Okay, I'm back. Let me get to the beatdown. Cleveland beat Orlando by 10, but it was bigger than that. They were up 20 most of the game. And the aforementioned Donovan Mitchell, 20 points. Didn't shoot well from outside, 8 rebounds. Jared Allen, 16 points, 20 rebounds. Woo! What a pickup from the Nets. The Nets gave up all those guys for nothing. Banchero's coming on, 21 points. Wagner, 18 points. Suggs got hurt. The Orlando, the future's bright, not now. But if you're the Cleveland Cavaliers, before I get to the Knicks, you're the Cleveland Cavaliers, you better make this a short series because Boston's going to beat the Heat in 4. You better, at the very least, get one in Orlando, if not both, to equally rest the same time Boston's resting. Now, got through that. The game of the night, because everybody knows Denver's going to beat LA. Of course, it was pretty exciting, but the game of the night was the Knicks and the Sixers because they were going at it. They were fighting, not fighting literally, but they were battling on loose balls. Maxey and Embiid were fantastic. The Knicks role players were great. Brunson was good tonight. He was 8 of 29, but he played a much better, cleaner game. Hart at 21. DiVincenzo came to play with big shots. Of course, he had the biggest shot of them all. Hartenstein, big blocks, big offensive rebounds. But it was a choke job by the Sixers because when Kyle Lowry, at 47 seconds, when Kyle Lowry has the ball with a chance to go up 6, okay, the Sixers got this game. 1-1. Knicks going to have a hard time winning Philly. Could Philly completely take over the series? Great road win. Great job by the Sixers. The Stars both played great. And Lowry misses the free throw, which leaves the door a little bit open. But because of the offensive rebounds that they couldn't secure, Brunson hits a 3-point shot that hits the front of the rim and goes in. And then a bad pass by Lowry, who had played great up until then. They were down 9, and Lowry just willed their team back, making great plays, allowing Maxey and Embiid to play great. But then DiVincenzo hits that 3-point shot to give them a 1-point lead. And then Hartenstein blocks Maxey's shot. Maxey got point blank layup. They get the free throws, and then Embiid got a good look, and it was a long three, but he misses, and that was a choke job. The Sixers can't blow that game. Now there's a little more hope in Philly. That's a bad loss because if they lose the Knicks in seven, they're like, man, if we'd have won, they're gonna look back and regret. Now Denver owns the Lakers, so that's different. Denver, their mindset is okay. Let's get this over with. Let's move on to try to defend our title. But the Knicks and Sixers are almost evenly matched. Maybe the Knicks role players are a little playing better, and the Sixers stars are they are big. Maxi's this. I'm really ready to just say Maxi's a superstar because Embiid's a superstar. And Maxi is ascending to superstardom because of the points, the assist, the feel of the game he's got. Very, 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 very impressed. Maxi 35, Embiid 34. Tobias was solid this time, but you're going to need more from Oubre and Batum at home and Healed. The Garden was rocking, especially when DiVincenzo hit that three. Woo! Wow! Very, very pumped about what's going to happen in Philadelphia because I think Philadelphia crowd, they were kind of subdued against Miami. They're going to take that personal. This Philadelphia crowd is going to be as loud as they've ever been, just to show the Knicks crowd that they're allowed to. The Sixers could get two. The Knicks are going to be hard pressed to win a game in Philadelphia unless the Sixers are so devastated, or if Lowry he got hurt. If Lowry can't play, he's a spark plug. If he's okay and Embiid can move around good enough, they can't stop Maxey or Embiid. That's the thing. That's the thing the Sixers have going for them, and they're going home. So the others will give them the points they need, and the Knicks others like Hartenstein and the rest of the players, Hardenstein and McBride, won't be able to do what they and Onobi, Hartenstein 14-8. It'll be interesting to see if they can carry that into Philly. I don't think so, but I'm super impressed by the Knicks. I have a feeling that this one's definitely going to go seven. I have a feeling Denver will win in five or six. It depends on how LA executes late. With Denver, it'll be a lot easier because they're the champs. The Knicks, these are two evenly matched teams just going at it, and you just got to whoever executes. The Knicks were able to execute. That crowd willed them to win. Now it's the Sixers' turn as far as their crowd, and it's going to be very, very, very interesting. The NBA playoffs are off to a good start. You had the home teams winning, but now the games are going to get closer. It would have been nice for LA to get that game to make it a little bit of drama going to where Denver's got to win a game in LA. Denver, they have the luxury of knowing they know they're going to win a game 5 and 7 in their building. So, but the Knicks, if the Knicks can win at home 5 and 7, or even steal a game in Philly, they'll run to the Bucks. I believe the Bucks are going to take care of Indiana. And either the Knicks, Sixers versus the Bucks is going to be a great next series. And even Cleveland, if they take care of business in Orlando, that's going to be a pretty good series against Boston, too. They can get 2 games from Boston.